Hello guys, so this book review, book video is going to be all over the place. My name is Cynthia. Thank you for watching my channel and let's dive right in. Not going to lie, since my mom was diagnosed with cancer, I stopped reading 100%. I decided to come back to the book community in 2023 and I read the fine print Miss Asher. Both books have 3.5. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. I speak too fast. English is my second language. But I love the dynamic between the characters back in 2023. I did not like the father. I didn't care about the father. I think that it was not adding anything to the plot. The fact that the father was present. That's what I'm trying to say. So I was going to stop reading this series back in 2023, but I still had the second book. Fast forward, I decided to read it back now in 2026, almost 3 years later. And I cannot tell you how much I laughed with this book. I love Declan and Iris, especially because they're super sarcastic and I understand that language very well. I think that the people who don't understand sarcasm is because they haven't felt pain in another level, and they have, and this is the book. I finished it. Everything that is yellow literally screams laugh after laugh. I have to annotate because I have so many years without actually properly reading. I felt that I was not paying attention to anything that I was reading. So when that happens to me, because I have been reading since I was a little girl, I have to start annotating because that's the point of it. And yes, I do annotate with colors because there's no way that I'm going to find anything. I believe that Declan and Iris have enough baggage to push the story forward. That is my opinion. I haven't read the third book. I actually ordered it and for some reason they couldn't deliver it. I have had issues with Mercury regarding books that disappear for some reason, but that is another story. Long story short, I'm going to continue this because I haven't laughed in such a long time. I do suggest anyone to read this book if you like people, especially this one, if you like people who are super sarcastic and straightforward. This is for you. This is the type of book that you want to read in the airport to laugh a little bit, just to get away from the monotony. It's gonna be hard. I speak more than one language, guys. I apologize. But anyways, moving forward, I read another book. I don't know if it was from the same author, and it was one of the best, heartbreaking, worst books ever because the book could have been an easily 5 stars. The author decided to split it in 2 POVs, the female and the male. The male was adding nothing to the plot, and the female was adding everything and plus more. She was trying to hold on into this idea of a family that no longer exists. And it was one of the most heartbreaking moments of my life because I remember I was reading that with my mom's cancer still, present in our family. And this girl, she screamed at her mom when the main character, the female character, went to visit her sister at the hospital because her mom never went to visit her sister. So her sister already had like a year or something in a coma, and she knew that her sister will not be able to walk. If she ever wake up, as a miracle, she will not be able to probably walk, speak, eat, and it was going to be a second mouth or a third because she was maintaining her mom and the boyfriend. So long story short, she started screaming to her mom because her mom wanted to give up the house, which was rented because her parents didn't want to buy any house because they prepare themselves so when their kids moved to the university, yes, they were going to trips, etc., live their lives, and the father died, and then the sister died, and then the mom collapsed, and the main character, which is the second sister and the youngest, have to support everything. She argued with her mom. She feels that her sister was listening even though she was in a coma, and at that very moment her sister passed away. She started screaming. She went, the main character, she went outside. She did everything. I'm gonna put the book around here. And the main reason why she was crying was not because her sister passed away. It was because she was relieved. And she felt bad because her sister passed away and she was relieved that she wouldn't have to also carry her sister. And she feels that her sister figured out that instead of trying to be alive for her, she was becoming a burden. Like, it was a weird psychological way of thinking for a person deep in depression. And the hardest part was for that young girl walk the hallways of that house. And while she was walking, the main character, she was trying to let go of her family because it didn't exist any longer. And she just didn't know how to let go of that. It was beautiful. And then the author started adding things that didn't make sense for the story. Rich people, YouTubers, etc. I was so upset because that was a masterpiece of a book just by that girl. Just her. The book is from Spain. I don't know if they did any movies about it, which I think that they were going to. Moving forward, the next book that I'm already started, because it has 3 years with this lady, and I was not reading absolutely anything for a couple of years. I needed to put my head into perspective. I needed to kind of clear my head and clear my vibe and clear everything before I decided. And I even fixed my bookshelves. I fixed everything for it to look, accordingly for you guys. Anyways, this is Saturday Mass. Not surprising. I stopped in chapter 6 because I was dealing, with my monthly situationship, but regardless of anything, I stopped in chapter 6. I actually like the vibe of the book. It's super slow and super sober. That is the word. It's sober. But I did stop for a little bit. I'm going to continue because I have the second book, which is right here. I got this book for $1.19. Not even kidding. And here's the camera, darling. Not there. I keep looking at the wrong. You see? The heck is wrong with me? Anyways, I bought this book, or I got it, either or, for $8. It's a little bit loved, but it's here. I have cleaned it a couple of times because I'm allergic to dust. I'm gonna keep telling you who I am, just in case this is your first time watching me, which is not a coincidence. This is my first video, so either or, that's fine. And I was like, okay, this is the second book I didn't know. That was 3 years ago, and I was like, let me just buy the first book, because if I already got this for $1.19, which is the tax, why not to buy the other one new for the regular price? I'm not gonna lie to you, I ordered this the first time and the book disappeared as well. The book community has been treating me, and the book in general has been treating me really bad. It disappeared. And I think this one too. I think that those were the two books that I ordered at the same time, and they disappear. I don't know where they were. The person who was supposed to deliver it left me like a message stating that they couldn't open the door, which was weird. It was an apartment complex type of situation, and I ordered it the second time. I think it's on my, I'm not gonna say the store, but it's the proofs are there. Got the second one, 3 years. I was extremely scared of reading this book, guys. I'm gonna be straightforward with you. This book was super hype, so hype that it was going to touch that it was like touching God's toe at this point. It was super hype. I don't think that our constellation has as many stars as this book, and I needed to rest before I dive in, because I didn't want to go to these high expectations because I was going to get upset, right? So I took my time, and now is the time. This is the reading. Let's continue. Listen, I have had issues with lost mail, especially with books. I don't know if it's because all of the book community, etc., hyping up the books, but for some reason I have had the worst experience with books. They never arrived, probably because I'm from the Bronx. I'm actually from Manhattan, but I live in the Bronx, and I don't know what is going on. Every single time I just purchased a book 3 weeks ago to a month ago, and it disappeared. The person said that they deliver it, and they didn't. Tons of issues with books, whatever is happening, right? And I'm not surprised. When I started in the book community in 2023, people were fighting for books, especially this two right here, Fourth Win. I think after Sarah J. Maas, Fort Wayne, Wajaros was like insane. People were arguing for subscription boxes and disrespecting one another. I was amazed by what was happening. So the next thing is, I got this too. I have to say the truth. Just like I have been treated super weird in the community, especially by the delivery guys. I don't know what is going on. I have been treated very nicely by random people. This individual, I don't know who the guy was. He was selling a lot of stuff on the street. I went to check the books that he had, and he was like, "Oh, you can take them for free." Like, I'm not going to take your books for free, sir. You work for this. And he was like, "It's okay. I'm not selling them. I don't need them. They're heavy." And I'm like, "Absolutely not. You're working. You are in the cold, New York City. You're hustling." Let me tell you something. I stand next to the books, and I started telling the people passing by, "Hey, will you like a book for $2? Will you like a book for $2? So he was like, "I'm not gonna take your money. Take one, at least one for free if you don't want to take them." And I was like, "I'm not gonna take anyone for free." They were kind of for free, but not really. I gave him $2, $1 for each. I'm not kidding, guys. This is what actually happened to me. Frida McFadden, which is my first book ever from this author. She's super, super, super famous. I have never got any book from her ever. I know that it's like kind of like a mystery thriller, etc. So it's gonna be on my shelves right here. I know that it has a really good review. I have everything here. Okay, it's a thriller, yeah. So the book is $7.10 on Amazon, which is extremely cheap. So it has a 4.2 on Amazon and a 3.69, 3.7 on Goodreads. I think that this is not one of her best. I don't really care. It was super cheap. It's gonna be my first time, and I think this is gonna be one of my books that I'm gonna read for March. We will see. And the next one that I got was The Witches, The Nature of Witches. No idea what it is apart from the fact that it's about witches. It's a fantasy book, obviously, right? All of the witches had like a power to control nature, but Clara has a rare magic power that she can control every single part or aspect of autumn, winter, spring, and summer. So this book, baby, right here was a 4.3 on Amazon and a 3.79 on Goodreads, which are excellent rating. I was looking for an African American book because I noticed that I didn't have that many. However, the one that he had was super dirty, and I'm allergic to dust. I have to clean my books as often as possible to remove the dust. But I'm very proud. Of all of the books, there were some of them that were a little bit damaged, which was expected because he was giving them for free. These two were in incredible conditions, almost free. But I was faithful. "No, sir, you're working. I will give you something." It is what it is. If you see how I'm moving my phone, you will be laughing. Okay, so the next one is book mail. I bought this on Mercari, Mercado, however you call it. And out of 3 orders, this one was the only one that arrived. The other 2, good, thank you. I don't know what happened. Do you know? Because I don't know. Do we know? No, we don't. Okay, so I wanted to buy Abby Jimenez books for the longest. One, because she's Hispanic, and just like Lauren Asher, I had a freaking blast with her. And I kind of understand when Latinas are the funny side of Latinas, right? And the moment that I heard that she was funny, I was like, I'm in. However, even though I have her from Abby Jimenez since 2024, I have not bought any of her books. I opened the mail already because it came on through Mercari, and I wanted to make sure that everything was... I wanted to make sure that everything was okay. I apologize for my microphone. Hopefully everything sounds accordingly. And if it doesn't, this is New York City. I apologize. Okay, so I have the three books, which is like a type of, I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's like a combo. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into with her. The only thing that I know is that she's funny. And I know that this is book 1, Part of Your World, right? Something like that. Part of Your World is book 1 and it has a 4.4 on Amazon and 4.3 on Goodreads, which is my first book of my entire haul. That is higher on Goodreads than in, actually no, I'm incorrect. It's almost the same rating, which is very rare for Goodreads and Amazon to have the same ratings, but that is fine. Then I have yours truly, 4.5 on Amazon, 4.3. And I'm like, absolutely, give it to me. I want to know why she's so famous or why she's so funny, which that's what I'm more interested. When I'm looking for romance, my romance books are right here. One day I'm gonna show my bookshelf. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, that I have the entire series of her first couple of books. I was trying to get the last book that she just published on paperback. I'm trying to, now I remember, to make my romance area as funny and entertaining as possible. You know that the romance are funny or sarcastic or funny, you know, with a yellow thingy. Yellow means I'm laughing, right? Like the sun that gives you energy. So this is what I'm looking for. I have to fix this. My beautiful Pride and Prejudice and Emma from Nerdy Inc. I'm still waiting for my books. Let me just show you. She's super cool. She does incredible things and she works almost most of the time alone, I think it is. And she's on Instagram. I always think every time that I see this book that if Jane Austen was alive, this would have been her personality. Or oh, yeah, I love this book. I love how this is heavy. Wait, I love how funky it is. I'm gonna fix it. Pride and Prejudice. Look at this beauty. Now I'm sweating here already. Look at this. And if you go inside, look how beautiful this is. Come on. Like everything seems like you are entering a new dimension. It's beautiful, beautiful. I think that this is one I have been looking for. Pride and Prejudice book for the longest, and most of them are very cute and Girl Next Door, Pinky cute. This is so funky and so unique and different. I think this is the modern version of Jane Austen, in my opinion. I wish that she could finish the series. She was saying that she had difficulties getting, I think, approval. I could be mistaken. Don't take my word for it. This is Emma. Beautiful. This is one of my favorite colors of all time. I'm a Capricorn, so Capricorns love earth thingies. So here you go. Look at this beauty. Look at this color. Come on. It's like if Jane Austen was alive, this is how she was going to be. Loud. For all the women. Look at this beauty. Look. Please support her. I'm gonna put the information around here. She's super cool. The books are not expensive at all, and they're super sturdy. They're shorter than ACOTAR hardcovers, just in case you would like to know. But they're super sturdy and beautiful in person. They're breathtaking, and they look beautiful. The shelves, beautiful. But I'm trying to find everything that is romance, modern romance. Modern
Good one.
Modern romance to be funny, to be different. I just love that. I love that dynamic. I love the dynamic of people making me laugh on a book because it never gets old. You keep, you know, a year later you can laugh again because you forgot about the joke or you forgot about the personalities. That's what I'm looking for with romance books, and I hope that I did the good choice for my romance little area right here and there. Those two shelves are also romance. Like I was saying, one day I'm going to be showing my bookshelves the proper way. So this is my romance, historic, contemporary / blah blah jacketies macketies all the way down to the back. I have Kristen Hannon. Way back there. You're not gonna be able to see it because of this. This is my Spanish and many other books that I have left, etc. But here in my actual book right here, my coloring book that I did like 3,000 people on Amazon. because you know what I'm talking about, right? If you went with the, let's do a coloring book from Amazon. By the way, this is my book, Los Moñoñoñis. This is how I call my beautiful baby boy, Brow, my doggy. He's a hot dog. And this is volume 1. Let me just show you a couple of things here in English and Spanish for kids to practice. It's super easy. You can do it with your kid. Colors as well, I did. Yeah. Time for a game, tiempo de jugar, and match the color by coloring the circles. So I have here blue, azul, which is blue. You can literally color whatever. Super easy, super fun. I'm gonna be planning to do volume 2. I did this because I met a beautiful boy who have difficulties speaking and interacting with people. His mom told me one day that the way I treat him and the way I, organize things around him helped him understand more how to function. That's what she told me, and his grandma as well. So I like to organize things in a way that I can remember what they are. And everything has in a specific place. So for example, my bookshelves, romance, fantasy, right? Small books, fantasy, taller books, fantasy. I have thrillers, etc., etc. I have my Spanish here, and blah blah. Self-help books are in the back, on the other side of this car, or this thing right here. So I like to do that, and I was doing that with that little boy, and he was able to grasp everything. He was kind of 5 or 6 years old. He couldn't speak, and I organized a couple of things for him one day that I was around, and he figured it out. Since that moment, I was like, oh my God, what is going to happen if kids like him don't have people who figure that out? So I did this book, and I'm not even kidding. I'm not trying to promote the book because I need the money or anything. It's very cheap. On Amazon, it's $5. It is in English and Spanish for your kids, and has the alphabet and games that I created in order for kids who have difficulties understanding their own mess, how to organize themselves or how to find themselves by putting things in a specific place. I like to do that, especially for my father. That's the only way for him to function, if he finds things where he left them. So I do that a lot. It helps me super, always. It always helped me. So if you would like to buy it, Los Moñoñoñis coloring book is on Amazon. I took them actually to Latin America, and someone told me that they would like for me to send it over because I could actually help kids. So if you would like to, order one and check it out, thank you. Anyways, okay. So the next is my book haul on the same thrift store that I always buy my books, which is where I got this one for $1. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am faithful to this thrift store because the majority of the people who used to go there or still go there are adults, in their 50s, 60s, and they always receive in their shipment books, and nobody really buys them. Back in the days, it was hilarious. The amount of books that I have from this thrift store here in New York is insane. And if I'm not even lying, I probably want to put the picture around here. I got probably 30 plus books for $1 and some cents each. It was crazy. I was in love. Let's continue. This is gonna be the next book haul that I got from the same store, the same thrift store. Most of them I got it for, like I said, $1. Now it's $1, 40 or 50 to $2 maximum. I don't think that they're as famous 100%, but I was looking online to see the reviews, and I kind of was interested in getting them, right? And I keep looking at the bottom of my phone because for some reason I believe that there's something there that I'm looking for instead of looking at the actual camera, but that is fine. We are here. Anyways, let's continue. So the first book that I got that it was super popular on Book Talk, I believe, was The Frozen River by Ariel Lawon. I apologize, guys. I apologize. I didn't practice this. Authors, I apologize. Don't ban me. please. Historical fiction right here. This is actually, the price is $11.99 on Amazon. This is the cheaper price that I found, I think, on Amazon new. If you want to use, probably you're gonna find it cheaper. I think that there is a website that is selling them for like $5.99. I wanted paperback because even though I'm allergic to dust and I have to clean my books as often as possible, which can actually damage this type of books. What was that? What was that? Sometimes I want paperbacks because this is super heavy, and here in New York the walls are not as cute, and I cannot put books on the floor because my dog is like, this is my territory, lady. And he indeed showed me that the floor was his territory because he peed 10 first print first edition books. They were old, but they were first print and first edition. And he was like, if you don't move them from there, I'm gonna keep peeing them. He peed them 3 times without me knowing. And I have to throw them out because the smell and the stain was horrific. And right now he's playing. Anyways, so this was a 4.6 on Amazon, 4.3 on Goodreads. I am dying to read this. This is a historical fiction, but I don't think that I'm going to be reading this one on March because I have a couple of things here, and I want to try Christine Hanna, The Nightingale, because I have that book for the longest as well, and I need to remove old books from my shelves. I need to read them and remove them if I don't want them. That's what I'm trying to say. So this one was another one which was $1. I'm super happy for this. Like I said, I'm always gonna go to this lady. You don't even understand. There's so many books that I have bought from her for $1 that I don't even know what to do with myself. This one is like a kid book. I didn't know because it had an incredible rating. It's Feast and Famine. This is a fantasy for children. This is book 1. Let me just fix myself. This is book 1. It's super cheap. $7.94 new on Amazon, but the paperback, they don't have the hardcover, I believe. 4.5 on Amazon, but it has a 3.5 on Goodreads, so it has like 10 points less, if we can say it like that, or just 1 point, doesn't really matter. But it's here. I'm gonna try to read it because I was like, oh, Cynthia, why did you buy a kid book? Like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, what is this? That's Harry Potter. Girl, who cares? So the next book that I bought, or that I got from my thrift store, is Axe Again. Yes, something between those lines. This is coming out of age, literally fiction, $9.78 paperback. That's the cheapest price that I found. 4.2 on Amazon, 3.9 on Goodreads, which again, an incredible price, $1, incredible rating. And I was like, I'm going to read this. Again, I'm trying to figure it out what I actually like. And I already know what I actually like. Like that's the vibe that I'm trying to find. Things that make me laugh, that make me, even if there's pain, obviously, I can go through it with the laugh. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm trying to find those books. And I went to the thrift store. What's wrong with that, right? I found this arc from the Shadow Glass Reen Shupiko. That's how you say it. Shupeko. Coco. Anyways, the Shadow Glass. This is the 3rd installment, A series, and this is a YA wizard and witches type of situationship. 12.11 paperback, which is super cheap as well. It's a 4.7 on Amazon and 4.3 on Goodreads. Now, the first book is in the 3. I got this one. Probably gonna buy the first 2 and just call it a day. I'm gonna try to see if I can find them online for a cheaper price, because I did try on the thrift store, but normally it's very rare that you got the entire series in one thrift store. It's almost impossible. The next one is another arc that I have. What is going on, guys? You don't want to receive any arcs after you're banished. No idea what this book is about. Oh, I do actually. I read it. It's about her sister disappearing, so it's a mystery book. So it's going to go here, because nothing that is about disappearing, dying, finding monsters, bodies, whatever has anything to do with this. You're gonna go there. And yes, I know Harry Potter is there and it's mystery sometimes, etc. No, but like, you have to go here. Anything that makes me scared has to go on that shelf until I decide that it's normal. And then I can display it differently. But everything that is weird and I don't understand it, why did you disappear? Has to go here, right here. So, YA mystery thriller, fantasy, and supernatural things. So it has a lot of things. This is an arc, like I said. The hardcover, which there was no paperback, was $15.38 on Amazon. If you want a new, 4.2 on Amazon, 3.74 on Goodreads. So it's going to be a decent read, at least. I don't know why Amazon and Goodreads has such different ratings. Is there something that I don't know that I should know? After Managed by E.A. Neves. This editing was gonna be hell. Now this one, I have no idea what this book is about because it's supposed to be, it's The Threshold by Rob Doyle. But this book is supposed to be about himself, about drug addictions, etc., etc. I don't even know what this book is about. I love the cover. I love the fact that he probably was, if he was high, I can assure you that he was seeing everything with this color, with this pink. Like, can you imagine? There's also an arc, not for sale, advanced reading. Oh my god, I think that I don't have any more memory because it's moving very slow. But anyways, a psychological fiction about himself, but also not really, and it has to do with a lot of things that he went through, I believe. Has a 4.1 on Amazon and 3.77 on Goodreads, so it has a good rating. Some people didn't like it, which is expected. The next book is Join. Why I was interested about the mind and technology all put together in one sentence. I am interested because sometimes books tell you more than people want to tell you. I don't know. I'm just saying. I know that a lot of these books you guys don't know anything about them, and I'm trying my best. But it was thrift store, $1. I think that two of them were, okay, this one was $2. This one was $1. The one that I have down here, it was $2. So Join, a science fiction fantasy. 3.8 on Amazon, 3.32 on Goodreads. This one is not good at all, apparently. It could be good, but it has a really low, I think that's one of the lowest that I have. I was very intrigued by the information about exploration of the future of the mind using a revolutionary technology. Seriously, you already wrote about this book and we're hearing about it now. The last book that I got, that was the main reason why I went outside to buy books in special edition from Fairy Loot. I was looking for an African-American book. A couple do have Afro-Hispanic with Vairon right here. Found this one, and this is the one with the lowest rating ever. I think it was from a monthly box instead of like an actual special edition. 3.6 on Amazon, 3.1 on Goodreads. And I think that the complaint with this book was too many people, too many families, too many of everything, too many POVs. Story had a lot of potential, but people didn't quite understand the book or remember a lot of things. A person said on the comment section that one of the main reasons were the family tree, that it was too much. I mean, when we talk about vampires, it's very common that we're gonna have family trees that are super long. My Jesus. What did I get myself into? Where the Showers Met, Patrice Caldwell. So it's a special editions regardless. This is a LGBT book. So I think that the two main characters are the same sex, females, which is completely fine, because I also noticed that I don't really have that many LGBT books. I do have 3 on the other side of this shelf right here, and I have the orange tree situationship over there. I have like the books. I don't know which others I have to, and I was like, okay, that is not a good sign, because if I can't remember most of them or any of them, that means that I don't have enough. So I was like, okay, let me of the book. It's a special edition, so who cares, right? And this is $2, right? This is how it looks. This is actually very pretty. So I wanted to give it a try, because probably I will understand something, even though it doesn't make any differences. But after TikTok, I have learned that probably the books that are the most popular are not the best ones. One of my favorite books is The Love Hypothesis, and the book per se is like a 3.2. I gave it a 3.2 and it's my favorite book, and the main reason is I understood what the author was trying to say. I understood her rhythm. Every single author has a rhythm, and I understood hers perfectly, at least with that book. So probably I could understand Patrice, Miss Caldwell idea, because they said that this is the first book of, I don't know if a duology or a trilogy. Doesn't really matter. It is what it is. And now what we're gonna be doing is looking for my books for March. This is basically what it is. So I have right here everything that I need, because I want to be a little bit fair. I want to like change it a little bit to spice it up a little bit, and I'm gonna be taking a thriller, mystery, or whatever it has skeletons from this shelf. Keep taking books from different places. You know, if I don't like them, they have to go. So basically that's what I'm trying to do, so I can have space so we can work this out. And I already got a couple of books here. Let's just work. Let's do this. I have no idea. Tempest of Tea, which I have it there, and now I think all of them have more than one book. Oh, I know. I think To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods. I have no idea. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so Fantasy Standalone is going to be The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I don't think that I said, yeah, I did said The Crash by Freda McFadden. Celia and Marco are two young magicians who have been trained since childhood for a deadly duel. With the lives of everyone at the Circus of Dreams at stake, they must test the very limits of the imagination and of their love. Interesting. This came out in 2011. And this is the special edition from Fairy Loot. Beautiful, beautiful. Right here. Guys, my microphones, both of them, within 1 week, broke in the back, and I don't even know what I'm gonna do with myself. So it is what it is. So this is 2011. This is beautiful, by the way. I just want to show it because I know a lot of people have seen it, but I don't care, right? This is my channel. No, I'm just kidding. That is signed. Oh yeah, it's signed by the author. Yeah, signed by the author. I didn't know that. And that is another thing. I actually have to stop my subscription boxes because I was not reading, and especially because I was very not present. But now I am. Right here, the author. This is gonna be my standalone book. I know that I also have the Starless Sea, but that one came out in 2019, so it was either one or the other. So the way I'm doing it is I'm going fantasy. I'm going from this first book right here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Wait, where am I? Right here. From this one right here, and then up. And that was the first one because the majority of them are not standalone. That's great. Okay, so the next one is Fantasy with Series. So because I'm reading ACOTAR, I'm gonna be taking ACOTAR number 2, which is right here. My $1.19. I'm gonna keep bragging about it. I actually made a video of it, but I just didn't like it because I just don't know how to use cameras or the angles, etc. Still, hopefully I can eventually. But as of right now, I'm using the filter because I'm really bad even to put makeup on. So I'm gonna be reading this one as the fantasy series because I already started the first one. So the point is to just finish, and I have a standalone fantasy just in case I want to add something else. Doesn't really mean that I'm gonna finish all of the books in 1 month, but I'm gonna do my best. So I have romance book, and because romance is mixed right here with everything, even contemporary, I am going to decide that I'm going to be reading The Nightingale, which I bought it for how much? $8.19. I love that. I love New York. It just makes me more inspired. Yes, I have this book for 3 years, and this is beautiful. Though it's a little bit sticky because I really have to clean my bookshelves as often as possible. If not, I get allergic, which is not good for a book lover. So that's why I have a lot of paper hardcovers, even though I love paperbacks. I feel like paperbacks is everything. Please try to make paperbacks more durable, like this material, guys. For whoever, this material is awesome. Actually, the Spanish from Spain one is incredible. It's pasta blanda, I think it is how you call it in Spanish, and it's super durable. I have this book for 16 years. It's not a first edition, I believe. My father gave it to me because he was the one who showed me how to read. Okay, this one came in 1998, so I have no idea which edition I have. 2008, like 10 years later. Doesn't really matter. It's in Spanish, by the way. I know a lot of people don't like it. I didn't like it either. I tried to read it twice. Probably when I read it in the future. The only reason why I have it there is because my father gave it to me when I was younger for me to read it. And he doesn't know what fantasy is. So since I was like 5, 6, he used to buy me like self-help books or autobiography from politicians to read it to me, because he doesn't really know anything about fantasy until probably me started like talking to him and telling him whatever. He doesn't understand half of it. He just like politicians. He likes law. He's obsessed with law. He always wanted to be a lawyer, but he became a doctor. So here it is. I have other books from him that he gave me, but that's another story. Probably one day I'm gonna show all of my Spanish books. And okay, I already have the romance / historical fiction. I have all that together. So because I don't have that many romance, I'm gonna just mix and match all of them to get rid of the ones that I don't want, so I can have more space for the ones that I actually want, right? So it's small. It's a small section. I have more fantasy than anything else. And I want to keep it like that so I can control something in my bookshelves. The next one, romance, we have a black book. So what can we do is, I was trying to do The Skin of the Sea, which I heard that is incredible. I heard that it was incredible. So I am going to try, I'm between this one. This is a series, that's the problem, but this one too. So I don't know which one, probably this one. So if I don't like it, I just can let it go right away. My head. So I can let it go right away. I'm gonna take this one as my my March reading for African American Black book. So the next one is a Hispanic book. So I already read Asher, and the third book that was supposed to arrive never did. Incredible. Beautiful. And now I don't have the third book, and this is a fantasy as well. I have so many fantasies, and I really thought that I love fantasy more than anything else until I started asking myself, oh, Cynthia, what type of fantasy books you have read since you were, a teenager? And I was like, oh, Twilight, Hush Hush, and Crave, only the first book. And I was like, no, you actually like romance. You just happen to like a couple of books from fantasy. Now you will have to deal with all of this, young lady, because you have a lot of fantasy. So I'm trying to read my fantasy books to see if I'm really into it as much as I thought, or it was just Twilight, The Hunger Games, and Harry Potter type of situation. So probably I'm gonna do, I think if I don't, is Hispanic, but let me see. No, actually I'm not gonna do it like that, because she's here and we said that we're gonna start from where? From right here, right? So Hispanic books. Let's see. Okay, so I already got one. Emily Vargas or Varga. Oh, she doesn't have the S. Interesting. I think that she's Hispanic because of the last name. Support authors regardless of what they're writing, because that's the point. Writing is an art, and it's very difficult, actually. I'm not sure. Varga. I don't know if she is actually Hispanic. Getting bookstores, imagine. If she's not Hispanic, because let's be fair, right? I already have the Asian one. I know, actually I haven't taken. If she's not, then I'm gonna be taking another one. I'm just gonna put it here. Okay, so already got a thriller mystery, fantasy. I got fantasy standalone, I'm sorry, and fantasy series. I got romance. I got, or, you know, doesn't have to be Romans, but historical, etc. I have a Black African-American book. I already have the Hispanic, and the Asian is going to be To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods, I think. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this is gonna be the one. This is from Illumicrate edition. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't stay with Illumicrate for too long. I noticed I have difficulties understanding their picks. One of the books that I read, one of the only books that I read from Illumicrate, it was from Afterlight, actually. Afterlight, I think that's the name. I understood that the author had an English major. Her sentence structure were insane. Sometimes I have to translate them to understand because her English was incredible. But just because you know how to write incredibly, it does not mean that the book is finished. You have to put feelings, you have to put, you know, insecurities. You have to allow your characters to fall, to make mistakes. Because you are writing, you're trying to replicate humans, their mistakes, their anger, their happiness. And if you only focus on your writing and how good this word with this word match, but I'm reading 50% of your book and it's not giving me anything other than, wow, this person is an incredible writer. They can go to, you know, to a newspaper and write, you know what I mean? And I get it that a lot of authors, I was actually researching some new books, and some of the authors are adding what they study. Like they went to the university for this type of major, which is incredible, right? As a formal paralegal and with a little bit of dyslexia. So my writing is horrible. Not because I want to, it's because that's the way my brain functions, and it doesn't matter how much I train my brain, it's a constant struggle. It could be something else, but I do have difficulties with the writing type of situation, so I'm not gonna be criticizing anyone that writes beautifully, because I wish to be there. I wish to be that person. It takes me longer, more time to write the way I want to. Even my English professor told me, like, you write beautifully, but it takes me a lot to get there. And I envy those type of authors that can do that, but at the same time, you have to add the story. But this one, I do still have like 2 books from their subscription box and some special editions that I got from Illumicrate. They had incredible special editions. I'm not even going to criticize that. I haven't read this one yet. It has been here for or since, I think, 2023. I'm telling you guys, I decided to come in full force, and for some reason, it just didn't happen. No, I know the reason. I just needed to rest my brain a little bit, and adding the book community in 2023 was too much. That was the problem. And I know that's good for the community. The book is beautiful, by the way, beautiful. So this is gonna be my Asian book. I do not know if this is a standalone or a series. Regardless of anything, if this is a series and I like it, I'm going to continue it. If not, fine, I can let it go. But finally, I removed something from my shelves, or a couple of things that have been there for the longest. So after the Asian, I have self-help right here. So we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to number 8, so we need 9 books in total. Self-help book. I have so many. So I'm gonna start from, sorry, so I said that I was going to start from this side of this book thingy, shelves, whatever. And Stillness Speaks by Eckhart Tolle. Oh, and I don't think that I say it. This is To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods by Molly X. Shang. My great grandma was Shang or Sam, because it was romanticized. or Latinize, however you want to call it. Most of us were born with some features, and then we something happened. The majority of, like some of us, not all of us. But I already have the Asian, already said her name because I am not saying their names. What is wrong with me? Okay, Stillness Speaks. Someone told me to buy this one. I asked the person like, hey, what can I read to relax my brain? Because what my mom was going through, the person told me, oh, you can actually read this couple of books, and this was one of them. Super small. I don't know if there's a bigger option. The Author of Power of Now. So this is going to be my self-help book for the month of March, and my last book is going to be in Spanish because I need to relax my brain. Spanish is my first language. And that is going to be Nosotros en la Luna, Us in the Moon by Alice Kellen. She's from Spain, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not gonna be resting that much because Spain, it's not that we don't it's not that we don't speak the same language. It's that we use the words differently, or we no longer use words that they still use, even though they still exist in documents. Paths that connects. We are talking about Reese and Ginger. They met in the streets of the city of light, and they didn't imagine that their lives were going to connect forever. So this is very romantic, very like Mexican telenovela. We will see how it works. I don't know how much I paid for this, but I think it was kind of like, it says $17.95 here. But I paid for this like 3 years ago. Yeah, she was born in Valencia, Spain in 1989. So it's not like I'm gonna be resting because of Spanish. I'm gonna be kind of resting because now we're moving to Spanish from Spain. So those are gonna be my books for March, because I don't think that I'm gonna be reading anything else. I just want to like train my brain little by little. If I don't finish them, I'm just gonna move them to April, but I'm gonna try my best to finish them. And if I'm like, I want to read them tomorrow, I'm gonna do it as well. I'm not the type of person that I want to put a lot of regulations on the way I read, because that's not nice, right? Okay, guys. I think that I have like an hour speaking and my phone doesn't have space. Thank you for watching my videos. See you later. Hopefully you like it. And if you do, subscribe, thumbs up, etc., etc., etc. Bye-bye.